Ecamm Fam, what's good, y'all? What is good? Welcome to another episode of Marshall Creates with Ecamm. Happy Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whatever day it is that you're watching this. You're joining us live. Welcome. It's good to see you. If you're on the replay squad, it's good to see you as well. Thanks for checking me out. What's good, y'all? Tatiana, hello. Welcome, Mr. Camera Junkie. It's always great to see you. Mr. Moderator is in the building. Thanks, Paul. Mr. Riley's World, what's good from the west side? That's what's up, man. Greetings, Ops. Hey, I see you rocking the new logo that we created, the new avatar, profile picture, whatever you want to call it, that we created last week. It's good to see you, Ops. I actually checked out some of your videos on your channel as well. It's really cool, really inspiring. And shout out to you for your consistency. I can't remember how many videos you have on your channel, but it's a lot. And those motivational minutes are right on time. And I just love your sign off. I love your sign off as well. What is good, Dan? Welcome. Good to see everybody. James, got some new faces in the building. Awesome. Okay, y'all. Okay, we got Healing Our Future. Welcome to the broadcast. But join the Facebook group if you haven't already, because the Ecamm Fam is second to none. First of all, everybody's really supportive, really dope, really genuine, and we're always looking to help those who may have issues. But if it's an issue where you may need to submit a ticket, you can do that on Ecamm's website. Just know that the Facebook group is not tech support, but it can still help you. Okay. Cool. So as you guys can see, OBS has the profile picture that we created last week. So this is another episode of live show branding. That's kind of what I'm calling it, but it could be a video podcast. It could be a live show. It could be your channel. We're going to do some branding, y'all. It's kind of a mini series that we're doing. We only got to do OBS last week. So I said, let's run it back next week so we could get it popping. All right. So that's what we're going to do. To create a morning motivational minute-ish every day for the past over a year. Yeah, I knew it was several hundred videos that I saw on there, and I was like, wow, that's consistency. I'm looking to get to that point with my own videos. I don't think I'll ever post like daily, but just a consistency piece as a whole, you've got that down pat. So awesome. So if you guys could throw out if you have an idea, if you have a logo for your show, anything Ecamm related, like whatever you use Ecamm for, whether it's your show, if you use it for Zoom, or whatever, give me something to brand so we can create a logo for it, maybe some overlays, a YouTube channel banner, something. Throw it out there. All right, guys. So we can get it rocking and rolling. Because once I get into it, I feel like time just flies. Time just flies. So yeah, throw an idea out there, y'all. Looks like we got 16 viewers. Everybody's able to participate. So yeah, throw it out there. I know we had a gentleman last week. I believe his name was Michael. I thought he would join this week. But it doesn't look like he's on this week. So cool. Yeah, everybody asking questions about like what you're using. I'm welcome to have you here. Okay. I'm welcome to the show. I'm glad to have you here, but this isn't the place for it. This is my little hour that I get once a week. So this isn't tech support, but I'm glad you're here. All right. I'm glad you're here, but feel free to ask your question in the community. And if it's like more specific to the Ecamm product functions, anything inside of the preferences, settings that you have questions on, anything you have issues with like that doesn't seem to be working the way it's supposed to work, submit a ticket. Ecamm is really dope. The community, the people behind it is really dope. So they're always eager to make sure that you get your questions answered. All right. So, okay. Love your input on my North Star logo. Yeah, let me know where I can find it, Tatiana, and I'll take a look and give you my feedback. I love giving feedback, y'all. I have something that I call Feedback Fridays. Um, and I use Ecamm for that. I use Ecamm for Feedback Fridays. This is actually the reason I signed up for Ecamm a few years ago. I mean, if you guys have been around and you know that. But what's crazy is I recently started a membership community for graphic designers, and I have an archive of content from the past 3 years inside of my community. And it was fun to go back and go to my Ecamm folder and just see all the videos from it. You know what? Let's take a look at it real quick, y'all. While we're waiting, let me know where I can find your North Star logo concept, Tatiana. James, Kim community has been awesome. Yes, y'all. But just a quick answer on Letebele. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Samsung. It depends on your Samsung camera, I guess, what it is. But if it's a newer camera, it's highly likely that you'll be able to use it. It just depends on how you can connect it to Ecamm. But ask it, maybe drop a picture of it inside of the community. Tell us what kind it is, and somebody will chime in and let you know what they think. All right. So I'm gonna pull this up. This is completely off script, y'all. This is completely off script, but just to show you guys the power of Ecamm, right? And how dope it has been and how it's changed my life. Just so y'all know, I'm not just talking just because Ecamm partnered with me for this series. I'm gonna show you guys like the proof, y'all. The proof. So give me a second. Let me see if y'all can see my screen. See screen share. Boom. How we looking? All right, y'all. So check this out. So this is my membership community, right? But look, as you go back, it hasn't been every week for the past 3 years, but it's been a lot of them. So you can see, check this out, y'all. This is from October 2020, y'all. Almost 3 years ago, y'all. Look at this. I got my little overlay, my frame. I have someone else that I brought on to the stream, right? So cool, man. It's cool to go back and look at this and kind of relive the journey, the Ecamm journey, y'all. And this is the reason I initially signed up for Ecamm is to have more of a professional presence online when I show up for my coaching community. Okay. And I was just giving free game away, y'all, for 3 years, y'all. Feedback Fridays, giving feedback on logos, making some tweaks myself. And I didn't even use Ecamm to its fullest potential, right? But I was still able to show up like a professional. And now here we are 3 years later, and I'm able to repurpose this content. I'm able to go back, chop out game and stuff like that for reels, and now be able to have it as an archive inside of my membership community. Y'all, shows the power of Ecamm. And as you guys know, I talk about it all the time. Using Ecamm in this fashion gave me a level of confidence that I didn't have previously, because I knew I was showing up looking halfway decent, and Coach Prime says, you look good, you feel good, you play good, they pay good. So you can translate that to whatever service industry that you're in. If you feel good, you feel confident, you perform better, and then you show up at a higher level when your clients pay more. It just works. That's just how it happens, y'all. That's just how it happens. So yeah, we have the archive here. And as you can see, over time, I refined it. So if you're timid and you're scared to get in the game, and I didn't mean to turn this into an Ecamm commercial, but just start using the program. Just start using Ecamm, y'all, and you will refine what you do. You'll refine how you use it over time. Okay. So as you can see, I started to change my frames a little bit, and even now, what I do, it's not much different. It's not much different. Let me see if I can change my scene in here real quick. Hold on. No, it's not, because it's in a different profile. I was going to show you what my scenes look like now. It is not even that different than how it was 3 years ago, y'all. So, all right, I'm off my soapbox. Let me jump back to this main scene real quick first. Okay, let me pop back up. Sorry. Okay. The Wayback Machine. Yeah, man. Yeah, sorry to go off script for a second. Haircut. Well, you talking about the one I had before? Because I don't know if what I got right now could be considered a haircut. I did have the waves going before, though. Okay. Let me answer this question from James before we jump into Tatiana's really quickly, okay? So do you ever help people with logo stuff outside of YouTube lives? We have logo stuff done, but would like to get help with some review or critique. So just a little bit about what I do full time. I'm a graphic designer. I primarily work with seven-figure coaches, like seven-figure speakers, authors, coaches, and consultants. Like a lot of motivational speakers. Like for example, this is a perfect example. I was just working on this. This is Eric Thomas. He's a motivational speaker. This is Jeremy Anderson, another motivational speaker. So they have events. They may need flyers, have podcasts, book covers, websites, things of that nature. So I do a lot of branding and websites, things of that nature for them. So as a designer, I have a couple core offers that I offer. So I don't really give critique outside of the designers that I mentor. I give them critique all day, right? But if you did want some critique, the best way to do it would be to drop it in here. But so if it is like not related to Ecamm though and video stuff, I don't really have anything like that set up. To be honest with you, where I could just give you critique. But maybe if I have time, I wouldn't mind looking at it at the end of today's episode. Okay. Cool. All right. Okay. Current branding is made in Canva. All right. So let's see. Where can I find it? Okay. So you said you're a guide, public speaking coach on a person's communication journey, helps people speak calmly, clearly, and confidently online and in person, travel theme, like an envelope postage stamp. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so are you saying you don't have a logo yet, and this is what you would like branded? Let me know if I'm understanding you correctly, Tatiana. Okay. And if so, what is the actual name for the business or whatever we're branding? If it's Tatiana Teaches, that's cool. Just let me know. Communication journey. So as you answer that question, I'll give this disclaimer. So typically a branding project or how I approach the process is we'll start with strategy, right? We'll have a whole strategy session, which could be a couple hours. And we identify, prioritize your target audiences, because ideally you want to have one target audience, but if we're keeping it real, you may have several. Even myself, you guys are an audience, right? The Ecamm Fam is an audience for me. Also have my coaching community, which is an audience for me. They're designers. Then I have my clients, my design clients. That's a separate audience. So I'm one person, or I have one business, but I have different audiences based on what it is that I offer. So my speaking clients, it might be a corporate. Sports teams may be an audience for them. Their coaching community may be an audience for them. You see what I'm saying? So they're different audiences. So once we identify those audiences, we prioritize them to figure out what can we create that will connect with them, that they can resonate with, and it just won't fly over their heads at the end of the day. You don't have to have a bunch of meaning in your logo, because your logo is meant to identify, not to explain. You don't have to tell a whole story with your logo and your branding. You don't have to have all the elements. Think about Target, Walmart. Why isn't it a shopping cart? It doesn't need to be. The Target logo is a Target, right? Walmart's logo, what is it? I don't know. Sunray? Who knows? Who cares? It doesn't matter. Nike, what is it? Speed, swoosh. It's just meant to identify, okay? So keep that in mind. So just want to create something that's simple, memorable, timeless, versatile. So when you scale that sucker down, put it in the corner of a video or at the top of a website, you still know what it is. Appropriate. It's appropriate to your audience, okay? And of course, it has to be unique. All right. So just keep that in mind as well. All right. So that's my Canva. Okay. Where am I missing it? Where is it? Is it a link? Maybe I can't see links. What is your Canva? So I don't see anything. Hey, LBC Brand, it's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a minute. I feel like since the fall. Doc, what is good? Your audience is everybody. If your audience is everybody, your audience is nobody. Oh, absolutely. That's a good point. Don't make me get in my branding bag, Doc. Niching down is important, or niching down. is extremely important, y'all. I talk to designers about this all the time, but it can apply to several service-based businesses. My opinion is you have to serve about 50 to 100 clients to get a large enough data sample to figure out who it is out of that data sample you really enjoy working with the most, who truly values what you do, and who has the means to pay you what you're worth, whatever your service-based business is. So that's like the core of how you can start to niche down, because you may have one audience that you really like working with, but they may drag their feet when it comes to paying your fees or your invoices, or they may pay quickly. You may even enjoy working with them, but they don't really value what you do at the level that you do it at. So they don't tend not to want to pay you what you're worth. So it's like you have to kind of find that trifecta. So, but when you speak to everybody, you're speaking to nobody. The two levels of success that Blair Inns talks about, he's one of the goats in my space. The first level you get to by saying yes to almost everything. So you're maybe at the beginning of your business where you're accepting this client, that client, you're just working with everybody. But then you'll reach a point where you're going to have to start to say no to almost everything. You're going to be more highly selective over who you work with, who you do business with. But then you can refer that business out to other people. But at this point, you're probably charging higher fees and things like that. I don't want to get too far in the weeds with branding, y'all, but I can talk about it all day, every day. I love it. I do it every day. So that's the language that I speak. The graphic is my YouTube channel banner. Yeah, y'all got to figure that out, especially now in the age of AI and how rapidly things are changing. You want to separate yourself quickly from the average podcast, the average show, the average whatever. In my space, your average graphic designer. How can you separate yourself? Outside of using Ecamm to show up when you show up, add some boom to your Zoom, all the tag, all the stuff we talk about, right? How do you show up? An easy way is to say, I serve you. Like in my case, I say, I serve speakers. So early on, when 40 people will be tagged on the Facebook post, when somebody asks who does logos, if they're a speaker and they go to my website and say, hey, I serve speakers, and I speak their language, I'm going to get a long, hard look. First and foremost, before all those other 40 people, because they're serving everybody. So I automatically look like a specialist because I say I serve you, no matter how many followers I have, right? So that's why my business has been able to do over 7 figures in just a few years with myself and a very small team without a bunch of followers, without paid ads, just strictly off word of mouth, is because I say I serve you. I serve speakers. So those speakers have other speaker friends. They talk like, oh, you a speaker? Go to Marshall. He serves speakers. You see what I'm saying? So that's just a little game, y'all. I'm getting off topic, but hopefully y'all getting value out of this show. I'm having fun so far. Yeah, so it's Marshall at 120designstudio.com. You can shoot that over. I don't know if y'all can hear the rain, but it's raining really hard down here. We still getting used to this rain, y'all. This rain and the thunderstorms down here in Florida. It really just started raining the past few weeks because the first several months we were down here, it barely rained. But now it's like, this is what the rain is really like down here. So, oops. Cool, yeah, shoot it over to me and I'll check out your YouTube channel banner as well. So let me come back here. Oh, sorry, I got a whole bunch of stuff up. New window. YouTube.com. Tatiana teaches. Okay, Tatiana, clear, confident communication. Cool. I can dig it. All right, sent it over, so let's check it out. New window. Let me check my email really quickly, y'all. Okay, it says I need access, so I just requested access. So let me know when you gave that access. Let me move my comments over. Excuse me. Yes, for sure, Jay, for sure. We're learning that. Quick plug, y'all. Creator Camp. And if we out of spaces, I'm sorry. But if you haven't registered for Creative Camp, we got a couple spots left, or at least as of last week. You need to register because we can dive in deep into branding, and you're going to be very hands on. You're going to leave that with an entirely new show with an entirely new understanding of how to use Ecamm to make money. Okay, to make money, to improve your whole show, your whole look, your confidence, all of that. Okay. For sure. Yes, yes. All right, so let me see if she granted access so far. Not yet. Okay, so give me a second, y'all. I see that you open the Canva. Okay, cool. Awesome, awesome. Okay. All right, so give me the gist of it. You said it's the North Star concept. Okay. Right? So I do like the fact that you have a photo of yourself, and then Tatiana teaches. But just so you guys are aware, just a photo like this isn't necessarily considered a logo. I mean, not typically, because you have to think it doesn't meet the criteria, right? Simple, memorable, timeless, versatile, all of that. And then, excuse the background, the rain, y'all. And then, like, can you embroider this? Can you picture this, your logo on the side of a skyscraper for 100 years, right? So think about it like in that regard, like CBS, NBC, even if it's just a word mark. So out of this, Tatiana Teaches could be considered your logo. But being as though you have the like the streaks, because it's like a marker type font, that would be kind of difficult to embroider. So you would, if you did do stuff like that, you would want to like just close these holes and fill these holes in. I do like your font pairing though. I do like that. You call them font duos. Okay, so I don't want to get too much into your, is this just your branding? I was gonna say I don't want to get too much into your IP and things like that. Okay, I gotcha. Oh, okay, we getting somewhere, y'all. So I like what you're doing here, because you're thinking ahead. Like, okay, how do I make this Tatiana Teaches more versatile and combine it with the North Star concept? I do like that. So I guess these are just additional assets. Excuse me, y'all. Yeah, so I like what you're attempting to do here. Okay, I do like what you're attempting to do. So I'm just gonna give you a little insight into what I typically do, or what I would do if I didn't have a lot of time to try to come up with a double T with a star, right? So let me just check in with y'all really quickly. Ooh, that rain is serious, y'all. I hope the power doesn't go out. Yeah, the canvas finna be serious business. Yep. We only have a couple spots left, y'all. Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could use a white overstick. So what he's saying is you would have the main letters, like the T, the T's, and like the red, all solid red, solid blue, and then put the white over top of it. But depending on the size, like I work with a lot of hats, right? Ooh, serious out there. Depending on the size of the embroidery, like they have a workable space they can work with. It may be what's called a run stitch, right? And that's just one stitch that you can see, like stitch like that. And in my experience, embroiderers don't really like doing that, and it may not achieve the effect that you're going for, right? So it may be like 5 different run stitches. That's just literally one thread that's like stitched in, going down in a line. So it may be a little difficult to achieve in the DST file, but yes, that is an option. And as you go larger with it, let's say you have it on your chest on a jacket or something like that, then it becomes less of an issue. But the smaller it is, the more of an issue that could kind of pose. Yup, absolutely. Cool. Clear. Okay, let's see what Doc's saying. Say lose the ampersand. I know you're a teacher, but it is implied in a 3-word slogan. Also, Maybe lose one of the words because public speaking is 2. So you'll have 4. Okay, let's go back up. Calm, clear, confident. Okay. Yeah, I would agree. That's good. That's some good advice, Doc. Because it could be kind of long-winded, calm, clear, and confident public speaking. But if you do like, let's say, clear and confident public speaking, it can make it a bit more concise. So yeah, that's some good feedback. That's some good feedback. So I'm gonna show you what I typically do. Okay, so if I don't have any ideas and I'm working on the time crunch, I'll go to Adobe Stock, y'all, and I'll type in TT logo, right? And I'll see what's available in terms of stuff that other people have done. So Adobe Stock is one, Pinterest, Google, just to get inspiration, right? To see if anything, if I have in my head, okay, I want to create a star with the T's. What looks like I could transform that into a star, right? Possibly this, right? Or possibly this. We just don't want to overcomplicate it. Possibly something like this, but I would, maybe concave the edges of the sides, to look more of like a star. Possibly this. This looks like a star right here, right? And the thing is, you can be clever with it where somebody may, when they look at the logo, and depending on the focal point, they may see the double T's right away, or they may see the star right away, right? It's up to them and their own interpretation of it. So I like little logos like that are kind of clever, right? So what I'm thinking is maybe we try a concept like this, okay? Not verbatim, not like exact, of course, but the beauty of it is when I use this method, the logos end up looking completely different, from the inspiration. And I don't use it all the time, but if I'm out of ideas, I'll come on here just to find inspiration, y'all. So I'm gonna save this if I can find it. Okay. And let's go ahead and open up Illustrator. Shout out to Obs. That's what we did last week. Let me see. Okay, I need to delete this stuff out. Hold on, let me delete this stuff out because this template is supposed to be blank. Now save this. Command V. I'll paste it here. Okay, cool. Let me check back in with y'all real quick. Looking like a star. Okay. Jay taking notes. I appreciate that. I love it, Dusty. Oh, we appreciate it, my brother, because I'm a college dropout. I'm a college dropout. So all I have is, my experience. Okay. So that's going to be a concept that maybe we toy with to look like a star. And another thing I wanted to do quickly is type in star logo, okay, and see if there's anything that looks like we could put T's in it. Right? Oh, this looks like we could probably put some T's in there somewhere, kind of hidden almost, right? So this is something that I think maybe we'll try. But they would be almost probably too hidden because I'm thinking if we have it down here, come down here like this, and then maybe down here like this, it may be a little too hidden and not as overt as we would want it to be. So maybe not that one. Let's type in North Star and see what we get. Could do something like this, and then this part right here could looks like a T, and maybe the other side looks like a T as well. Let's try something like that. I think that would be cool. I think that would be cool. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and try these two. I got you. Cool. So let me know what you think of this. Because I know we have like 4 and then another 4, so total is like 8. But if you want to just rock with the 4, facts. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So let's go ahead and knock out these two concepts really quickly. All right. So what I'm gonna do is get 2 T's. So I'm gonna use a font called Ambient. Okay, so we're gonna start here. Ambient. Okay, so I like to like duplicate. If I have a font that I use, I like to duplicate it just so I can go ahead and convert it to curve. So now this is literally a shape for me, so I can like change the points and stuff like this. But I can't type, like I can't, if I wanted another T, I can't just click it and type like Word. So I like to have it down here just in case. And also if I want to go back and reference what font I used in the future, I can know where I started. Okay, so that's why I do that. If you care. So I'm going to try to recreate something like this. I could do an image trace to literally trace it, but I don't want to do that because that's somebody else's design. Technically, I'm just using it as inspiration. All right. So I actually want to make this as straight as possible for now. And let me flip this. I just want to make sure that both sides are the same. Reflect. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this is the same. All right. And let me just make sure. So this is, let me see how high this is, how tall this is. 166.62625. Just want to make sure it's the same width as well. So I just want to make sure the width and the height is the same. Because I feel like that'll make it easier for me once we start making it look like a star, okay? Points just the refraction you see it based on the quality of the lens. Yep. Facts. Facts. Eric, what's good? Pastor Felicia, what is good? It's good to see you. What's good, y'all? My Marshall Fox boy. Yes. Yep. I appreciate it. Okay. All right. So now let me look at this again. So I'm gonna duplicate this, and looks like it was. Let me flip this sucker like this. Before I even get to rotating, I just want to get the structure looking decent. Okay. All right, so let's put a square in between just to make sure. Just eyeballing it, y'all, kind of quickly. Could be using grids and all of that, but I ain't doing that today. Okay. I don't necessarily need this, but we'll keep it there for now. So now what I want to do is create a star. 4 points, right? Curve the inner. Hold on, let's do that again. Bring it out some. I'm using some shortcuts and stuff to do this stuff, y'all. It's from like muscle memory, so I'm sorry if I'm not explaining everything that I'm doing. So I do want to curve the insides. Okay, so I'm gonna make it a little like these points a little longer because I want to curve the insides like this. Click these 4 insides and then do something like this. Okay, so now I'm gonna duplicate this. Let's go ahead and put it at a what angle is this? 45-degree angle. Hover this over this, okay? And let's do like 50% opacity. All right, so let me think here. I'm trying to think of the best way to pretty much chop this out and make it look like a star. Okay, so I may have to rotate this some more. Let me check the reference again. Okay, I see. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do here. So let me group this, make it centered in this artboard. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. We're going to achieve something, okay? All right. And I think it's going to be dope. So now I want to center this as well. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. It may look a little ghetto fabulous, but we're going to see what happens, okay? We're going to see what happens. So I'm going to extend this out a bit, okay? Okay, I'm going to leave that as is. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Extend this out. Leave that as is. So it may look a little ghetto fabulous, y'all, but let's go ahead and see what happens. So I like to duplicate stuff just in case I want to go back a step. So I'm going to use the shape builder tool now, and I'm going to add this section in. Delete this out. Delete this out. I want to add this section in. Delete this. Delete this. Delete this. Right. Also delete this. Delete this. Delete this. So you see where we're going? We got the 2 T's in there, and then we have the star effect as well. It does kind of look like a ninja star a little bit. But now I'm going to combine. Hold up. Delete this. Delete this. Delete this. Okay, so now I'm going to combine all of this. So we got this so far. Hopefully we're not losing the T's too much in there. But like I said before, it can be kind of subtle. We can add a little curvature in here if we wanted to. So I'll also want to do these out here. A little curvature. Oops. So this, and this. Add a little curvature, just a little bit to it. And then also here we go. I'm trying to delete these points. So just to add some curvature here. Okay, there we go. Oops. So we can add some curvature like this as well. If we wanted to, you know, if we wanted to. And we could also, if we wanted to make the T more defined, kind of have it slanted, like, for example, like this. You know, like that. And then, oops. Then like this. So if you wanted to just have the T's more defined, we could do something like that. But let me know what you think of this so far. And something else we could do, this is why I'm glad I saved this one, is add the star, like an outline around it. So this is the actual star. All right. But add an outline, or let me see, object, path, offset, path. That's cool. And then do a stroke around this. Oops, not the fill, stroke. Okay. So like that. So I'm going to remove these two lines right here. Remove this. But you see where I'm going with this? So we have the two T's in there, and then we have the whole star kind of concept as well as a whole. Probably should have went a little wider, like a little larger with the outline. Like something like this. Of course, we will want to have your colors and things like that. But let me check in with y'all. I know it's been a minute. And then the star, okay. So you saying scrap it? Checking in. Cool. But yeah, let me know. But let's start adding some color to it. And what I'm gonna do is just grab your colors. I'm just gonna copy and paste this so I can get your colors. And I need to make the it also doesn't have to be as pointy either, you know what I'm saying? So if I grab these four corners, kind of be like this. Oops, I forgot one. Let me know if I should go pointy or a little rounded. I feel like I should go a little rounded. Let's go pointy for now. Let's go pointy for now because I'm going to get rid of this in a second. Combine this and then add a stroke to this. Let me see here. Hold up. Command 8. But then round this a little bit. Like that. I know it looks like a lot's going on. But boom. That's all we wanted, y'all. That's all we wanted. So now, let me paste her color scheme. Because we can do 1T in the red, another in the blue, and then another color for the outline. It could be gold, it could be black, it could be this tan. It looks maybe a little too light. So something I like to do, and I don't know if you settle on the red and blue, you may be, but I use coolers.co to get color schemes, y'all. It's coolers.co. Softer look to the T's, gotcha. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll make it more soft as well. Okay, start the generator. So you literally hit the space bar and then it'll generate different colors for you. But it'll give you colors that look nice, complementary, you know? So it's just a resource, but I'll make sure you have the source file so you can, have whatever colors. You can take it and make whatever colors that you want. So let's make the T's a little softer. So I'll round these. Well, let me move this away from this a little bit. Here. Oh, okay. I love it. Also, there are a couple Instagram accounts I use, y'all, real quick. One is Awesome Color, even though they don't update anymore. Instagram.com/Awesome Color. I use this. See, look at this. This is beautiful. And there's one called Awesome Gradient. But Awesome is like abbreviated. Awesome Gradient. So if you ever wanted to try like gradients in your logo, which I'm a fan of, you get colors from there. So what I would recommend as well is find a different shade of the blue and red that's not as like in your face. I would recommend that. Like more muted, you know what I'm saying? Like a quick example. Let me show you. Red, blue color scheme. You know, even something like that. You know, I'm a fan of this. This is almost similar to my company color scheme, the navy and maroon, similar to that. But you see, they work well together, right? But yeah, explore that. I don't want to, I'll make an executive decision. If you want to change it, you can change it. But I like this. I like these two shades right here. I like these two shades. See, it's more muted, right? Blue. The red. Yeah, that looks better already. It's better already. what to do with this outer circle. We don't know yet. I mean, not circle, but outline. Maybe this. We'll figure that out. But yeah, that looks a lot better already. Yep. Okay, so I'm just trying to make the T's a bit more softer real quick. Oops. So there's an extra anchor point there that's hiding from me. It isn't. Okay. I don't know. It typically will give me like this, but it's not. I appreciate old school envelope open to your red and blue variations. Okay. You know, we can even go from that. So let's look at your, let me see here. Where's your Canva? Shoot. Did I leave it? Shucks. I lost it. Darn it. Let me go back to your camera real quick. All right, there we are. I don't know what I did with it. So let's go to the old school envelope. I know you had it on here just to get those exact colors. Oh, this looks cool. This looks cool. Let's take a screenshot real quick. I use Snagit for screenshots. Come back in here and let's see how this compares to this color scheme. Let's see what Doc's talking about. I don't know how to copy this from the comments in Ecamm Doc, so I guess I'm not gonna be able to get to it. So let's compare. Because if I had more time, I would clean this up a lot more. That works too, to be honest. You know? So that could work as well. And then you would just want to have your your text, you know, either above or below. And you could even make this. This is what I'll do really quickly, y'all. Thicker. Boom, like that. That looks even more balanced. You can even do it really faint. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, let me know what you think, Tatiana. Double click like you can edit the comment. Click the pencil. Double click your link to make soft teas. You can use the lips to make a. Oh yeah, you're right. Yup. Yup. You're right. Yup. Cool. But yeah, so what I can do is send this over to you if you like. I'll send you the Illustrator file. So if you open it up in Illustrator, um, you can make changes to the colors as well. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think, guys. I think this is cool. We didn't have time to do the other one. I just rotated the whole canvas by mistake. Oh, let me see. I don't know how to unrotate it. Hold on. Rotate view 0. There we go. I didn't get a chance to get to this concept, but I think this one could work. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Of course, you could change the colors. You even have a gradient, maybe. Let's see what the gradient would look like if we did a gradient here. I think that could work too, y'all. Let me know what you think, though. Let me know what you think. But before y'all dip, hit the like button. Hit the like button. Oh, you know what? Let's see what the whole thing looks like in a gradient. How about that? That could work as well. Boom. You duplicate this and then hit this. Okay. And then do this. Cool. Yeah. I can see all of these. So you can have it. If you want to use it. If not, no no hard feelings. I get it. It's kind of on the fly. But I think it will work. You know, you have your North Star. Even if you maybe add another couple points over here, like smaller ones, I think it could work. Me too. I like gradients too much. I'll probably use them more than I should. Cool. Cool. No problem. No problem. This was fun, y'all. This was fun. So I'll get this to you somehow. Oh, I'll just reply to your email. Boom. Awesome. Awesome. Well, if y'all don't have any questions for me, I'll stick around if you got any questions. I know we're a couple minutes over. So hopefully not anything crazy. But as you got, let's see. I'll stick around for a second if you got any questions. But what I recommend at this point is you could there are like three main ways you can have this. So you could put Tatiana teaches below it. Say Tatiana teaches, right? Of course, you will pick your own font, whatever font you think may look good. Um, then change the color, right? So I probably would make this smaller. Tatiana teaches. You could put it to the right of it. Like this. Probably would pick more of a rounded font though, of course. Let me see what rounded ones I have real quick. But something like that would be cool. Tab side. That's kind of rounded. something like that. And then the third option would be to put it around. Bro, the kerning is terrible on that font, bro. Absolutely terrible. But that's what we, make the manual adjustments. So the third option, and you can use all three of these to be honest, is to have like Tatiana above and teaches below, or Tatiana teaches above and then the tagline below. So let's do that really quickly, y'all. I know we over time. So I'm just making a circle just so we can put the text on. Okay. So I'm going to use a type on the path tool. Tatiana teaches. Stick with me, y'all. I know I should know the shortcuts to make all this centered and perfect, but I don't. So I do it manually like that. Tatiana teaches on the top, and then your tagline below. And I'll make it bigger. And then change the font size back to 105. And let's see, let's get your tagline real quick. Calm, clear, and confident public speaking. So this is where docs share it with you to make it shorter comes in handy. So let's just say clear and confident public speaking. But of course, it'll be up to you. But I'm just showing you a quick idea. You probably can do this in Canva. And I'll make the font smaller. And there's something else I do, y'all. Real quick. We'll put this bottom one inside of another circle. So let's do 50%. Oops. Stick with me, y'all. Clear and confident. Clear. So we could go with all. Should we go with all caps? Yeah, I think that's cool. Clear and confident public speaking, or we could use an ampersand instead of the plus. Let me know what you think. I think I like the plus better myself. We could use a more condensed font as well, but this is what we're going to do. Clear, confident communication. Yeah, it's up to you. So now I'm going to this, and I'm going to punch this out. The plus. Okay. So now I'm just going to use the pen tool, go in the center, right here, make a line, and then Command C. You know what? Let me reflect this joint right here, like this. So I have two lines that I'm going to use the shape builder tool to delete this top part. Delete this, delete this. We don't need these lines anymore. Now we have this, and let's go ahead and add the rounded corners to this. Here, right here, right here, and right here. Make them rounded, and then put it below. We just got to figure out the colors for all this stuff, because this is as of now. Make it white, but it's not centered, so we had to fix that. Like that. But, you know, if we wanted to make this gradient, I don't know. We'll figure that out. You can figure that out, what color you want this bottom part to be. It could even be lighter, and then you have the tagline is like a darker color as well. But I think I like it the other way. That plus. Cool. Well, yeah, we can. Clear. So what would it be? Clear, comma? It needs to be something. Okay. So of course you never want to go full black. All right, y'all, we way over. But I just want to see what this will look like real quick. With the colors for Tatiana Teaches. All red. All blue. And this is just an idea. You don't even have to use this, but those are the three main ways you see logos configured. Okay. Combine these real quick. Yeah, there's a ton of different ways we can go with it, y'all. Let me reverse this gradient real quick. That may be too much of the same color. But yeah, you know, once I give you the actual file, you can play around with it. If you have Illustrator or your designer, whoever you would use. I'm not sure how you would do this in Canva, to be honest with you. But I don't think you can edit vectors in Canva. But if you have Illustrator, you can absolutely play around with the colors. So what I'll do, if it's cool, Tatiana, just send you this whole file, Illustrator file. And I can send you individual PNGs if you want, but I don't know if like you're settled on like the colors and stuff like that. So I was kind of just working on the fly. But now it's time to dip, y'all. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you so much. I hope you found value in this. Looks like we still got 16 viewers on here, which is dope. So I appreciate all of you guys. Can't edit vectors. Yeah, I didn't think so. Cool. Look, I appreciate it because look, I'm under the gun because I know we have a limited time, and this is a extremely abbreviated version of what I would typically do for a logo. But I've been doing it so long. Well, compared to Doc, I'm a baby at this. I've been doing it so much that if I'm under the gun, I can do it pretty quickly. And like I work with clients on retainer as well, whereas I may not do the whole branding process, you know, for every single logo that I do. If they have a conference coming up or for something quick that they need, a little mini series, a workshop, I'll throw a logo together. You know, if they're not, they don't need a whole bunch of strategy and all of that. It's like, bro, we need a logo for this conference. I'll do it like this. So, George, great to see you. Thanks so much. Y'all smash that like button. Create a camp. You need to be in the building. October can't get here fast enough. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, and I will see y'all next week. Peace.